Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Orzhov Discard. So I'm gonna try Orzhov Discard this time because last time I tried Discard deck in Standard, I think I got wrecked. So I'm gonna try it again, but with newer cards and newer synergy. In today's metagame, which is a little bit faster, we need more faster discard synergy cards and more life gain towards the end. So let's talk about the whole deck list because I found this online and I found it intriguing. But there's a lot of one-offs that I'm not really quite sure how it works. I want to find out. So in the early game, we have 4 Hopeless Nightmare. This is the only card that's making discard work, right? 1 mana discard definitely will work in our advantage if we can go first. But even going second, right? Our opponent loses 2 life, and then we can sacrifice this later for other effects, which is very important since in a 2-drop, we got those sacrifice effects. We got Rite of Oblivion, which sacrifices a permanent we control to exile a permanent opponent controls. And we have Flashback, so whenever we have useless permanents, it's always an advantage for us. Then let's talk about useless permanents because we got 4 Skullcap Snail and 3 Virus Beetle. It's basically 7, 2 mana, 1 drop. Is it one? No, it's not. 2 mana, 1/1. That our opponent discards a card. This one exiles a card. This one discards a card. So yeah, we get into their hands starting on turn 1 and then continue on turn 2. Turn 3, we have Restoration of Eiganjo that can help us bring back these Skullcap or Virus Beetles. That'll be pretty helpful. And then we have 1 Graveyard Trespasser in case we accidentally make him discard like a combo card. We gotta get rid of it. So Graveyard Trespasser. These are the one-offs that I wasn't really quite sure. If it was me, I would probably run 2 Restoration, 2 Graveyard, or maybe even 4 Graveyard Trespasser. That's because of how much I love this card. But then they, of course, run 3 Preacher, which I think is necessary. I think Preacher will get us the card draw that this deck very much lack. And Restoration we don't really need as much since we have a lot of lands in the deck. Then, of course, 3 Liliana to also tackle their hand as well as their board. Then we have 4 drop. We have 1 Archangel Elspeth. This is really just to maybe temporarily get what's it called, life linkers, just to not die as quickly. But if we can get to 6, we can -6 to get all 3 drops back from our graveyard, or 3 or lower, and that can bring back things like Skullcap Snail and Virus Beetle and really tackle their hand. We also have Serra Paragon to do just that, to bring back our small drops and tackle their hand. And we have 4 Wandering Emperor, because Wandering Emperor is just that good in this sort of control-y shell to help us stay alive. And in the 5-drop, of course, more life gain. Alcazar Deepest Betrayal. This is actually the I never noticed because I guess I didn't pay that much attention, but there are other Ohirs in other colors, but in black there's just Alcazar's Deepest Betrayal. That's why his ability is like the Ohir, where it dies becomes a land. Otherwise, when he attacks, make our opponent discard. That's pretty fun, right? If our opponent has no card, we draw instead. So it's not a dead ability if our opponent has no cards left. And then we have 2 Cruelty, also discard synergy, but we can use it to bring back Alcatraz. We can also bring back Serra Paragon in order to now start casting the smaller spells. That's also nice. We got 1 Farewell in case we need to farewell our opponent's board, but only 1 Farewell because we have a lot of targeted, well, not a lot, but we have a few targeted removal, a few sacrifice, and another targeted removal and Wandering Emperor. So we're not going to run a lot of Sunfalls. Even though it's a Orzhov deck, even though it's control, it's not that much control as much as getting into their hand. Hopefully that'll work. That's the whole deck, non-lands. Then let's talk about the lands. We have 1 Eiganjo, 4 Plains. Obviously more double white spell than double black spell because of the Wandering Emperor and a Farewell. So 4 Plains, 2 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, and 1 Eiganjo. And then we have 4 Caves of Koilos, 4 Restless Fortress, 4 Shattered Sanctum, so all the black-white land. We don't actually have the discard lands because, not discard land, the Surveil lands. We don't have those just because I think the mana base require more basic lands so that we don't get Field of Ruin as much. And then we have our own Field of Ruin, Demolition Field, and 2 Mirrex. So, yeah, let's go and try out this deck. I think it'll be fun, but discard decks, right? It really is very dependent on how the opponent reacts to our discard cards. If our opponent just kind of gets flustered because we are making them discard their card and they start playing suboptimally, we have a much better chance. But if our opponent knows what they're doing and they play around our discard cards, we have a slightly smaller chance. Or if our opponent's burn, we just die. Mantis Tobaggins. Oh no. He's gonna drop his Magnum Condom and then we're all gonna die. But Mantis Toboggan, would Mantis Toboggan play mono red? I don't know. Okay. He's toxic, I think. Ah, Mantis Toboggan. How toxic of you. We actually draw a 1 of Farewell. It's kind of funny. All right, well, let's just go into our hand. We shall Virus Beetle you. Also Orzhov, so you know, typical matchmaker BS. Here's some mirror match for you. Oh boy, discards Kaya. That's gutsy. Oh, and then quit. Yeah. Yeah, that is something Mantis Toboggan will do. Start off blasting and then just leave. Alright, I guess that's one game, but I don't even know if that counts as a game. Do we go second or do we go first? I feel like we went second, and then our opponent missed a land drop on turn 3 and just left. Opponent goes first again. We got 4 lands in the Preacher. Can we afford this hand? I'm gonna, because... Oh, there's red. Okay. Well, I should not have afforded that hand. The pain! Oh, and we draw more lands. Well, 26 lands in the deck. I should not be holding on to heavy land hands like that. Ugh. Alright, that was really bad of me. I don't even think I have removal for this. Oh well. Let's not play this out. What are we doing here? I'm at 5 already. Stupid mono red. How many 1-drops did I have? Or 2-drops did I have? That I don't know. Honestly, they're mono red, so I don't know how this deck was supposed to be mono red. I guess it just doesn't. There's always that. There's a lot of decks out there that are interesting, but then our opponent plays red and you're just like, oh, I guess we'll put it next game. Geoplata 86. Hey, we get to go first. We know 1 drop, but 2 drops. 3 lands, 2 drops. Good enough. Forest. Run, Forest, run. Alright, I don't want him to discard. Time for you to start exiling. I think exile's better than discard. I don't do anything with their deck. They do stuff with their deck. Geoplata. Was it exile? A jewel thief. Interesting. Aquarium Beastcaller. Well, I mean, I don't think there's much I can do. I'm just gonna keep making them discard and hope that they don't overrun me too fast. But if they do, they do the doo-doo. I mean, it's a green deck, so it's probably got protection spells, right? Bloated Contaminator. Alright. It's gonna attack. It's not trampled, so we'll just block it. This only gives me a playing, which means I can't play the Nightmare anyways. Is there justification for playing the Preach? Hey, it's a Preacher. They're running out of cards for us to discard, so there's that. Okay, well, we're losing the mono green, so that says something about this deck. We'll block this. Now we're toxic. Alright, we'll also miss the land drop with 26. Remember last game when I said that I shouldn't worry about land drops that have 26 lands in the deck? I was wrong. Well, a Liliana, make him sacrifice 1. The Contaminator will get the other one, and then I'll just cry in a corner somewhere.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow. I've always hated crowds.
I have always hated crowds. That's a big bloated contaminator you got. You know what really helps is lands. I mean, okay, lands aren't really gonna help that much either. At least the contaminator didn't throw me. Yes.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. What does it do? Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Yeah. Destroy this. Helped me a little. We got our creature. If he attacks, we get to block it and kill it. Oh, nice top deck. I don't know how I'm gonna come back from this. I have one farewell in the deck, but knowing the way Arena Shuffler works, I will never draw it. You get it? What? Whoa. My guy, I hope you know how the Preacher works. I'll go to 4. I mean, it's not like I have a choice, right? Alright, so that just makes me dead. Alright, fun. No good game for you. Just the trashiest of trash ants for me. And I go second. Have I gone had I gone first, would that have mattered? I don't know. No lands means not gonna matter anyways. I didn't even get time to play my Eiganjo. So I guess if I had gone first, I might be able to get time to play Eiganjo, and that would have made the game different somehow. Centurion. Alright, next opponent, I guess. No, I think I did go first, right? What is this hand? The land base is just... It's an embarrassment is what it is. I won't be able to play white. No, I don't, that's ridiculous to keep. Alright, this is just as terrible of a hand. Not worse, but oh well. I mean, I know I have 4 5-drops in the deck, but how do I keep drawing them like consistently like this? That's 3 of the 4 5-drops in the first 8 cards. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere with this deck. Exile? Am I too high ranked? Is that what's going on? What is it? Platinum? Is that even a rank? Hulking Raptor. Alright, well. It's gonna get 5 mana next turn. I can't remove it. So here you go. Creature time. You gotta put a 6 mana next this turn. Fire rigging, that's okay. How much is this? Ward 2. Attack with it. That would be so dumb. Alright, I got a land, which is basically nothing. If I attack, I get a 1/1 lifelinker. Alright, basically nothing. It's basically the deck. Discard your card. I was gonna go to 7, and then I'll just... whatever comes out just kills me. And then pay the tally. Alright, you know what? Yeah. Why not? Opponent goes first. I draw all of my 5 drops. I don't even think this deck is this bad. To be fair, I don't think this deck is that good. After playing it, I don't even know what I can mulligan for. That would make a go second work. The Parish 3000. Like, I have 2 drops in the deck, right? What the heck is this? You go first. Your smallest is a 4 drop. Alright, we're playing blue-eye with card advantage. So... no, Esper. Alright. Esper is... Esper. Exile card. Exiles his Mirrex? Alright. Ooh. Now we're talking. Do we... Alright, we're gonna Lily him. But what are we gonna Lily out from our side?
This is my home, and I don't drop it.
No, they don't have anything, so... Memory Deluge, that's interesting. Does he think he's gonna get to 7? If he thinks he's gonna get to 7 to cast Memory Deluge, the game's gonna go long enough for our deck to actually do something. Maybe. Kaito.
The system can't fix everything.
Makes a ninja.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
I mean, it's a 1-1. I can make him sacrifice it so he doesn't discard a card. I think that's what he wants. But then Kaito's at 1. What was his plan with Kaito anyways?
I'm tired of your secrets.
He's not gonna block. And it's not like I can block the unblockable, so... Yep. Attacks for free draws pretty nice.
I really don't have time for you.
I don't have time for you. What do I have time for?
I know something you don't know.
Sunset Reverie. Alright, let's see here. I want to use my Liliana, but I have to cast this first or my Liliana dies. Playing a land doesn't do anything. Let's cast this. What can he do in response? Counter it unless I pay 3. I mean, sure. No counter spells there.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
There goes the Kaito.
Oh, that's some serious counter intelligence.
Up to 5 mana. I mean, if he's got a board wipe, he's just gonna wipe it anyway. So...
watch it.
Sunfall, alright. Let's see here. I can make him discard his last card. That's gonna attack Lily for 3. Unless I write it. I don't want to write that. Discard your last card. It's a farewell.
Drop it.
I have a Restless Fortress. It's a Kaya. What does it do? Create
This
a
will
black
be child's
spirit.
play.
Alright, well, create your black spirit.
I'm the best ghost hunter in the business.
Does he have basic lands in that deck? I'm pretty sure he would, right? So is there a point in killing the Raffine Tower? He gets a 3-3 if I do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's see what I can draw. Yeah, let's see what I can draw. I draw a Wandering Emperor. That is definitely a draw. Sack creature.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Alright, the Wandering Emperor can make a 2/2. I think that's better. But then he can attack my Wandering Emperor with that. Gotta be a little bit careful. What does a Kaya do? Exile target. Okay, you know what? No. You know, no. Do your thing. At some point he's gonna whiff, right? Alright, there's a land. That's a whiff. He can't actually deluge yet because he only has 4 or 6. He can exile, or no, he's just gonna create a spirit.
Sometimes people rely a little too heavily on the spirits, if you know what I mean.
Now we can do it? But don't I want to do it out on the Mirrex? Then this.
You started this fight, but I'm going to keep watch for intruders.
Alright, well, I'm gonna play this land first. Make him sacrifice a creature. I can make another 2/2 to kill the to exile that. No, to exile this. Yep. Alright. Once he sacrifices that creature, I still can attack with the 2/2, but then the 3/3 will come in. So, do I just give it a first strike and then attack Kaya? Surveil 2, then exile a card from a graveyard. I don't want him to exile this, so I will use it on the your Kaya.
Well done.
I can make a 2/2.
See me no more.
As a blocker against the
May
3/3,
your blade strike.
he's gonna turn that 3/3 live, and then what can he draw? Oh yeah. Interesting attack. Interesting draw. Discard a card.
We all have
Why did I
things
play my
we
land?
handle.
Do I kill my Emperor here? I don't want to kill the Emperor just for a 2/2 that dies, so we'll do nothing here.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I'm getting flustered just by the things that he can do. It's just so not fair. The draws that our opponent gets is somehow always so much better than ours. You can Emperor. Or Eiganjo? Okay. Eiganjo's not great, but we'll take it. Kaito's the worst.
I won't
Make
let
some
Kamigawa
ninja.
fail. Our eyes are everywhere.
I draw land. Make him sacrifice his ninja. Get rid of both of our creatures, and then we'll be on a top deck war. We get rid of both our planeswalkers. What I'm
I'm
saying.
never done for good.
Or,
I am almost sad to see you go.
I mean, no, he gets a free draw from that if this happens. Our draw has been just land after land after land. Jesus.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
He does have basics. At least I know that now. Get a swamp out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can attack him. No reason not to attack him. If he draws a land, he gets a memory deluge, and then we just die. He does get to 7. I mean, I gotta give him that. Look at all the non-land cards we drew.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
There's Mirrex right after I use my field. Oh my god. Why do I bother playing this game? Seriously. He has Memory Deluge against my, like, no card left. Yeah. Good job. Good job, Arena. You made me want to quit. I mean, that's how I play every day, I guess. You gotta give yourself some, you know, room to laugh, because if you don't laugh at Arena, you're gonna cry. So I'm just gonna laugh. This is, I found this deck online. Supposedly it has a good win rate. If I was just playing Blue Eye Control or Demir Control every day, I'll probably have a better win rate, but it's not gonna be fun. So luck 13. Ugh. Yeah, of course you go first. I got tap lands for days. Gotta get mono red out the wazoo, but you know what? There it is. Oh look, you're red. Could have never seen that coming. I feel like whenever I play these kind of decks, it's either all lands or no lands every hand. Prowess. Is that a Witch Stalker? No. Bloodthirsty Adversary. I mean, this is prowess and haste, no trample though. If I block it, do I really care? There's that trample. I'm at 5. Can I draw any card that matters here? I can make him discard a card, make him discard the other card. There's 4 damage on board. There's 4 damage on board. I will die to my own hopeless nightmare. Yes! What do you top deck? Literally anything will kill me. That would kill me. So Arena, are you having fun you're making your freaking stupid game? Yeah, it's my fault for making a deck that doesn't win on turn 3, right? Rodrigo Diaz. Get to go first with tap or ping lands, so you okay? Ping lands it is. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy myself. Doesn't matter anymore. Let's just do the mean things. One of those guys. It's a Rakdos burn. Yeah, okay. You're gonna play with fire in my face? You toss a play with fire, and then rope. Who do I hate more, mono red or ropers? I guess they're usually the same person. Hame. Oh wow. Life of Toshiro Umazawa. None of that, please. We'll deal damage to ourselves. what's coming. Oh, this is the slowest game you'll ever see in life. It's probably not true. It's probably the average game you'll see in an arena. Just some guy looking at his deck thinking, are these cards? What do I do with it? Face down. Ass up. I guess I should have discarded a Preacher. That way I could have made him discard 3 cards this turn. I wanted to play the Serra Paragon. That was my original plan. I guess I'll stick to that plan. Our opponent's really gonna have to think about what to discard, I guess. Wonder what face down card they have. Do they even have a good face down card in Rakdos? Exile his land. That is something you can do. Now the Serra Paragon won't actually give me a land next turn, right? Would it be better if I make him... Well, it's not like he's not gonna have basics. What am I even thinking? So hopefully I draw a land next turn. And if I do, I get to play the Preacher with the Virus Beetle. If he doesn't kill the Paragon, I get to kill the Virus Beetle with the Skull Cap. But yeah, I definitely should have discarded. Maybe discarded one of the Paragons even. Attack with a 2/2. Well, you're not going to give me the block with a Paragon, so you want to flip it? Rage. Lots of damage. Do you want to flip it now? It's probably that dog. Right, it was a 6/2. If he flips it, that would make it a 6 plus 3, 9. That's a lot of damage. Whoa, what was that? What does it do? Deal damage equal to his power. Oh, okay. So that's that deck. Does he have a fling? If he has a fling, I just die. No fling. This is a trample. Kind of scary. Because it's a trample. I take myself down to 3 this way, but I do get rid of all the cards in his hand. Yeah, only ping lands. That helps. Can he play the last card? He cannot play it. So let's see what happens. Does he top deck the right card? Alright, what was the original power? I cannot tell. 3/2. So it will be 3 damage to me and I die. So I have to Field of Ruin this. Field of Ruin it again with Serra Paragon just to stay alive. Right? I think that works. I'm at 5. Alright, which one came back? This one came back. So we'll attack with that one. And he's not going to block it. Why would he block it? He's not going to block this either. Unless he wants to trade, which is kind of dumb, I guess. This doesn't give lifelink. It only gives flying and plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So it takes 2 turns to get lifelink online with any of these cards. Yep. Oh, it's 6. Oh no, it's whenever any creature. Okay, it didn't matter there. Yeah, I just lose to trash decks. How much damage do we take on our own ping lands though? If it wasn't for the ping lands, we might be able to I don't actually know. I mean, it has been really painful to play this deck. Mr. Phage. Is he gonna play Phage? Okay, keep whatever. Interesting. Now we're playing against a Golgari. Removes a cut down. I guess he doesn't think it's necessary against this deck. Which I give it to him, it's probably not necessary. Mosswood Dread Knight. Does he just want to attack me? The Preacher should stop the attack, but he could definitely kill the Preacher. Galissa. Well then. If it's Galissa you want to use, it's Galissa you get. This Rite doesn't do any damage. It does not, right? So, if I use this right now, no, I want to use this white. Exile your Galissa. We'll kill our Skullcap. That way we get a draw and an attack. Or and a 1/1. Nice. Very nice. Let's get the Beetle online. The Bat's gone. He's got a Mosswood Dread Knight that we can chump. Just according to Keikaku. Chump. Actually, why did I chump one? I forgot it's trample. Well, actually, I did that on purpose. Look, we're both at 18. My plan has worked. Okay, never mind. What can I do? Can I do anything? It has... I don't know, I have a temporary thing here for some reason. Just according to Keikaku. So if I do this, he has to discard a card and loses 2 life, or both be at 16. Alright. And I play a land. Then I can do this to his Shieldred. This does not. Yeah, we got it. We actually got the combo to work with against Golgari. So we gotta win, right? That's all that matters. We're not completely dead in the water here. That makes me happy enough to end the video. So, thank you very much for joining me. That has been quite the struggle. But then again, a lot of the decks I play are quite the struggle because I'm trying to play myself. So, yeah, this deck, I don't know how good it can be. I don't really think the Farewell or the Cruelty ever got us anywhere because every one of our opponents has been quick. And the only one slow opponent that we played against, I don't think these ever came out. So, I don't know. Is there a way to make this better by cutting these and putting more faster cards? I don't even think that could work. Maybe cutting the Cruelty. Yeah, maybe cutting the Cruelty. Maybe cutting the Farewell. I don't think I can cut the Farewell. Maybe cutting the Cruelty. Put one more Restoration, one more Graveyard Trespasser. I think more Graveyard Trespasser and one more Restoration could definitely help. And Preacher definitely is something that I think is good. And don't get me wrong, that's how we won the last game. But Preacher is only good when we can manipulate our life total. And you need to be able to do that with more cards in the early game. So, yeah, there's more things to kind of adjust with this deck to make it marginally better. And in today's meta, marginally better is... really just isn't gonna cut it. But if you really like the Scar synergy, this is probably the best version. No, not this deck rather, but just this archetype of Orzhov the Scar is probably the best version of the Scar you're gonna get because of how the Restoration synergizes with the Scar cards, and then we can also bring them back with Serra Paragon so that it keep making our opponents the Scar. That's at least the idea of it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.